Hi, it's Simon from Career Codex, and thanks so much for clicking the link to find out more about how you can change your fortunes in the job market in 2016. Now, whether it's a new job or a complete career change you're looking for, I've put this video together for you. Because it's my firm belief that whatever the opportunity is you want, you can go out there and proactively find it. But it requires empowered beliefs, different thinking, and a completely different approach to everybody else, so taking different actions to others. Now, Einstein put this perfectly when he said that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And in my opinion, well, it's exactly the same in the job market, because doing what everyone else is doing, well, how is that ever standing out? And how is that ever a recipe to be the one that gets hired? So, as promised, please take a look at the video. There's some things in there that may challenge your beliefs, give you new ideas and new things to think about. And I really hope it helps you find the success you deserve in 2016.
So let's kick off by talking about why people often fail to find success in the job market and to find the job they really want. Well, first off, they tend to focus too much on their CV. In fact, one of the first things people usually ask me when they come to me for help is, well, Simon, can you help me with my CV? Now, the answer, of course, is yes, but despite what many people think, a good CV, while important, is only a very, very small part of any successful job search strategy. You know, when I ran my recruitment company, I would receive regular CV updates from candidates registered with me. They believed that final tweak or amendment would be the change needed to open the door to the opportunity they really wanted. But sadly, though, this was rarely the case. You see, if the CV is what everyone else is focusing on, then to stand out, you need to focus on something different. What's more, recruiters and employers alike rarely read CVs from start to finish. And in my experience, you've probably got about 15 seconds to grab their attention. Less is often more, and to really supercharge your CV, you need to focus on achievements. Next up, people rely too much on job boards, recruiters and headhunters. This is a reactive strategy with little control and can lead to frustration when the phone doesn't ring or you're not shortlisted for the position you've applied for. Again, too much reliance on the CV to open doors comes into play here. Thirdly, finding a job is a profession in itself and requires specific skills and experience to be successful, just as with any other occupation. If you've not been on the job market for a while, it can seem like a very alien environment where the landscape is constantly changing. You know, even for some of my very senior clients who I've worked with, it can be a big step out of their comfort zone, and they find it very challenging. The good news, though, is that just as with any other profession, the skills and experience to be successful in the job market can be learned, and with practice can become second nature. Fourth on the list. Well, without a system for success, any job search becomes a series of unconnected actions and events. With no plan in place which defines the job you want, finding it and securing it is left to chance. Now, in business, people plan all the time, but when it comes to their own job search, many people react to what comes their way and leave things to chance. But leaving things to chance, though, is no recipe for success. And finally, of course, in the job market, there's going to be inevitable ups and downs. And it's personal because it's happening to you, and therefore it's emotional. As time passes, frustration and confusion can start to set in, which is something I call the downward spiral. And this, if left unchecked, can get worse over time and also become self-fulfilling. And then even if the perfect opportunity were to show up, in this state, there would be very little chance of getting it. This is why I emphasize psychology so much as one of the most important but usually overlooked things to find success in the job market. Having worked in the recruitment industry for over 10 years, what I've realised is that a high proportion of job opportunities are never actually advertised by employers on job boards or ever placed with recruitment agencies or search and selection firms. They exist in what I call the hidden markets, and any successful job search needs to incorporate strategies for positioning yourself in the right way here. This is a proactive approach where you're in control with a higher probability of success. You know, just think about it for a second. In applying for a job online or through a recruitment business, you're never alone. You're usually joining a long, long list of other applicants, which no matter how relevant your skills and experience happen to be, can make it very difficult to stand out. By attacking the hidden market in the right way, you're often only in competition with yourself, and the very action of approaching directly or via market makers who are well-connected individuals in your industry sector makes you stand out from the start. To find success in the job market, you need a structured approach. Now, traditional careers and job search advice tends to focus on how to write a CV or how to prepare for interview. And whilst these are clearly important as part of any job search strategy, they are not the most important things to consider. This traditional approach teaches people to do what everyone else is doing, but marginally better. But this can never be standing out from the crowd. Career Codex, on the other hand, approaches from a completely different direction and takes three steps back to look at, firstly, environment, how the job market really works, and how to therefore position yourself successfully to stand out. And this is where we highlight the hidden market as a high probability place to find and secure your next position. Secondly, psychology, how what you believe ultimately leads to your success or failure, and that personal responsibility and self-evaluation are the real keys to success in the job market. Planning, how to define the job you want and your unique offering, then how to build a personal job seeker plan to deliver the opportunity you desire. And of course, the process, the final step, which is where the majority starts their job search. These are the more traditional tools defining job market success, but approached from a completely different angle. This includes all the stuff you can see on the list: CV, cover letter composition, interview technique, social media strategies including LinkedIn, and professional networking. It's what I call the 8 steps to success, which are only effective if they're built on solid foundations of environment and psychology, and then also planning. The Jobseeker Dichotomy is one of the key concepts in the Career Codex methodology and turns conventional thinking on its head. In working with my private clients on a one-to-one basis, we come back to this on a regular basis as a hugely important reference point to navigate the job market successfully. But before we delve into it, first think about how most job seekers think and act. Well, they usually believe that their success or failure is outside of their control and due to external factors such as the economy or just a general lack of jobs out there. They also, in any communication with recruiters and employers or anyone they think might be able to help them find the job they want, start with their need for a job and often the frustrations they're experiencing. The Jobseeker Dichotomy, on the other hand, takes the opposite standpoint to put you firmly in control of your job search and enables you to stand out when approaching recruiters, headhunters, and employers. It states that your success in the job market has nothing to do with the job market, it has everything to do with you, the job seeker. And also that in all communications with recruiters, headhunters, employers, etc., it's never about you, it's always, at least in the first instance, about them. Thinking back to Einstein, if you want different results, you have to approach things in a different way. I hope that's given you a useful insight as to how to approach your job search in the right way in 2016. And that, of course, may be all you need for the moment. But if you do need some extra help and guidance, I wanted to take a brief moment to let you know about the Career Codex 7-week transformation program, which launches on the 17th of January. This is a 7-week intensive course which will teach you the complete Career Codex framework for success. It's going to be live group training with me to teach you how to position yourself correctly in the job market, promote your skills and experience, and to enable you to perform to the best of your ability to be the one that gets hired. It will help you succeed in 2016 and empower you, motivate you, and keep you on track. The training in this program is based on my successful private one-to-one Jumpstart and Executive Edge coaching programs, but is offered at a fraction of the cost. What's more, for those signing up for the January program, which runs until the end of February, I'm offering an additional incentive of 25% off the normal price. Places are limited and registration closes promptly at 10 p.m. GMT on Wednesday the 13th. So if you'd like a bit more information on this, please click on the green button below this video. So here's what you'll get from the program. Well, first off, you'll get a detailed understanding of how the job market really works. You'll get new and empowered beliefs and thoughts which will lead you to take the right actions. You'll have a clear plan of attack in the form of a personal job seeker plan, which defines the opportunity you really want, not just the one you see advertised, and directs the actions you'll take to find and then secure it. You'll get a detailed understanding of how to manage the recruitment process with any recruiter or employer every single step of the way, and you'll understand how to approach both recruiters and employers in the right way to stand out. You'll move from a reactive to a proactive position where lack of control is replaced with you being in full control of your job search. And finally, a move away from a strategy of chance and waiting to see what happens to one with a higher probability of finding and securing the job you really want in a shorter period of time.
Thanks so much for taking the time to watch the video, and I hope you found it useful. Before I go, I'd like to wish you a very happy and prosperous 2016, and also to remind you that if you'd like to find out more about the 7-week transformation program, then please click the link below the video. And perhaps, if you make the decision to join, I'll see you on the 17th to get going.